It's great to have you with us from Robert W. Plaster Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Missouri State Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Bears head coach told me before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, they try to fake left and go bootleg right, and really nothing happening on that one. That doesn't mean they have to shelve that play, though. There's some window dressing you can add to that. Maybe get a tight end out in the flat, maybe a receiver working an out-breaking route for you on the boundary. Give the quarterback somewhere to go with it if the defense is expecting him to keep the football running.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hauls it in. There he goes. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The run inside. It's Boston. Here's a little room there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Running inside. It's Boston. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Marshall moved the chains through the air. Now they have it on 1st down. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Fires left. That's caught. It's Payne. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Dodge!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll run it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Marshall! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Pulls it in, it's Hamilton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Got him downfield. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Norton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit?
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The run inside. It's Boston. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He'll try it again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the... in the hands of your playmakers.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Going to the run, it's Boston. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it on the counter, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The kick is on its way. And he can't quite. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. With the catch, it's Parsons. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Boston. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Finding some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Meadows. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Here's a heat. Working the middle. And we have breaking news. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.